So I will usually start by cutting off the ears here right at the base. I'll do that now to get a better look at the beast. I like to use this 5-inch narrow curved Dexter and Russell boning knife to help bend and scrape close to the bone, as you'll see here in a moment. But real quick, let's just take a look at this beautiful pig head. This is a farmer cross of Tamworth, Berkshire, and Hereford. Take a look at these crazy sharp tusks for rooting and defense. It's got super filled out jowls, which is excellent for so many applications in the charcuterie world. You can see the processor has cut away the skin around the eyes, usually for sanitary reasons. So let's turn it over. I'm going to start from the bottom of the jawline where it separates the inner and outer side jaw muscle. Doing it this way is going to allow me to keep the cheek muscle on the jowl for a meatier bacon. I like to start cutting right on the outside crest of the jawbone and follow the muscle down into the cheekbone. As you can see here, with my semi-flex knife, I can really scrape the bone closely to get all the little morsels. Once I get started, I can cut and separate the skin under the chin to separate each side of the face. There's going to be a point where my knife will reach where the jawbone meets the skull. This is where I flip it over and enter again from the top of the cheekbone. To peel the top of the jowl away from the top of the cheekbone, I like to flip my knife under the bone to meet the deep cut I made previously on the jawbone. If done correctly, I can salvage another 1 to 2 ounces of meat that would have stayed stuck under the cheekbone. How beautiful is that? Now to repeat on the other side. Bingo! I usually just trim it up of any hairs or blood. Other than that, I'll cure the whole thing as is. Okay, now to retrieve the inside cheek or jaw muscle. It's a very similar technique to the outside jaw muscle. I just follow the connection between the bone and the meat down until I hit the base of the teeth. Look at this perfect little nugget of meat. On to the other side. Throughout the video, I move the skull as needed while keeping my stance and posture balance. This helps provide different cutting angles to maximize yields as well as being safe. Okay, now to take the tongue out. I simply just cut the tissue around the tongue to release it from the bone. It's especially attached to the inside of the chin bone. I use only the tip of my knife to cut the tissue to make sure I don't cut into the actual tongue itself. After that's cut away, I'll sink my meat hook down and under the tongue to help extract the rest of it. This helps me find any tissue I missed without cutting too deeply. And from here, I just cut around where the tongue meets the throat muscles. Sometimes I get caught up on small larynx bones, but nothing I can't cut through or around. And boom, there it is, beautiful meaty pork tongue. Lastly, I'll just trim around the back of the head to get any extra meat off to add to sausage. Okay, so for a recap, we have 2 incredible looking jowls with the cheek muscle attached, made into jowl bacon, which is cured in salt and sugar for about 2 weeks, then slow roasted or hot smoked, to then be sliced thin and fried up. Or turned into guanciale, which is cured in salt and aromatics for about 14 to 21 days, and then air dried for months at a time to become something so incredibly flavorful you think you found your higher power. Onto the tongue, which can be used in so many ways, like curing it, smoking it, braising it. Oh man, please just don't let this tasty bit go to waste. We also have the 2 inside cheeks that are great for braised cheeks and risotto, or ground in with sausage or salami, and pig's ears for a pig's ear terrine or a smoky treat for the doggy. And last but not least, we have the skull that can be cooked and bleached and made into a cool logo like mine. Which reminds me, like and subscribe, my friends. Thank you so much for watching.